So today we're in the RCS Remy's Chop Shop VS Statesman. Now this is a Series 3 VS Statesman 5 litre, and first of all, before we start it, look at this interior. It is absolutely fantastic. It is such a nice place to be. Pretty much everything works. It's got all of the little bits like that, sunglasses holder, nice leather shifter. It's got all the climate control stuff. You know, there are a few little imperfections. One of my favorite things is this really high, I don't know if you can see it, this really high armrest. It's really good. All the wood grain, it's got all the bits, all the windows, sorry, all the electric windows and everything. So in this video, I'm just going to be taking it for a drive for probably 5 minutes and sort of, oh, sorry about that. I'm just going to take it for a drive for probably 5 minutes or so. You just saw me go for the window winder there, but yeah, take it for a few minutes and see and sort of share with you my thoughts, because I've been driving a lot of 5 litres lately. So one of the best things about this car is the noise. Oh, listen to that. So this car is not stock. It has been absolutely slammed, as I'll show you later on as I park it up, but it rides fantastic. It's been done really well. So chuck it into drive, and I mean, listen to that. It's just such a good noise. Now I just put the window up so it's not all wind noise, but the best thing about this car is the interior is just fantastic. It is in such good condition inside here, and outside is really good too. It's white. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you in a second, but yeah, look, in terms of, is this fast? No, this is probably one of the slower 5 litres that I've driven, and I have driven quite a lot recently. The other day I had a VS Acclaim that had been converted 5 litre. That it's not even close compared to this, if I'm honest. But that's okay, because you know, Statesmans aren't about going fast between the lights, and it's not about that. It's about being a comfy, you know, lazy cruiser, and that's exactly what this thing is. Even though it's so low, I don't know how Remy really has done it, but it just drives fantastically. It honestly, it does, like, you know, track straight. One of my favorite things about the Series 3 is this steering wheel. This is the same like steering wheel that you get on the VT VX Commodore, and so is the paint, actually. Just thought of it then. So where can we go? Now I don't want to go left or go straight here, I think. But yeah, overall, like, this car is really cool, and I have been really surprised though how different it drives than a 5 litre Commodore. I don't know, I think it's whether it's got age or whatever. You know, as you can see, this one has 270,000 Ks on it. You know, it's not you know, it's been run in. But it doesn't feel like it. It feels fantastic. As you know, he hasn't asked me to say this, but as all of Remy's cars are, they're extremely looked after, and if a single thing is wrong with them, go to the shop and get it fixed. But I know you probably want me to shut up so you can listen to that old iron line, but yeah, it's a really, really cool car, this, and it's probably my favorite shape of Statesman. I think that these look absolutely fantastic, but although it does seem that they are either in fantastic condition like this one or ruined. There's like no in between. There's no, oh yeah. And of course, you know, this isn't my car. I'm not going to flog the guts out of it. I just want to enjoy the old iron line, and the exhaust is really nice in this. You know, if I'm just sitting at 80 or 70 Ks, you can barely hear it, but when you want it, it's there. But yeah, in terms of good ones left, you know, there's not a lot of good VS Statesmans left. A lot of them are totally cooked. A lot of them have been used for their interiors, for their motors, because a lot of them are V8s. They've been all like harvested for their parts for a conversion. So it's quite rare that any of these are left. And this car is definitely a survivor, and yeah, I really, really like this thing. As you can see, it's even got the steering wheel buttons, although this is the most VS Commodore thing ever. It's got all of its steering buttons and the volume button down. So yeah, that's really funny. I don't know what's going on there, but just a small thing. But yeah, overall, I love this thing. Drives fantastically. It is definitely, like, you can definitely tell it's lowered. It's just a little bit firm, a little bit bumpy, but wait till you see how low it actually is. You know, it's way more than it looks. And hopefully you can see, you know, I mean, we're going 80 k's an hour now, and other than the old 5 litre, there's bugger all sound. Yeah, something about these cars, these Survivors, they just, I don't know, they just really do it for me, you know, because so many of these things were parted out, so many of these have been lost, and they are a comfortable car. And, you know, they've got they've got a passenger side and a driver side airbag. You know, they're, for the time, reasonably safe, well equipped. This one doesn't have its standard radio. It's got a dirty big bass and subwoofer and all of that stuff. I can't show you that obviously because of YouTube, but yeah, as you can see, like, all the buttons are good. Oh, actually, you can probably see there, I'm averaging 15 litres per 100k, and I don't know how long it's been since the battery's been off. I don't know what distance that is. Unfortunately, one of the screens has died, and that is an extremely common thing with these cars, especially the left hand side, and it's a real bugger to get that all fixed, because, well, it happens to all of them. Even it doesn't matter if they're cared for or what. It just, yeah, it's just luck of the draw, unfortunately. But this is definitely more of a cruiser than, you know, you're not going to be doing 10 second quarters in this thing. It's just, it's a really nice car to drive. It's really relaxing and satisfying. I don't know. I just, it's, you don't have to think. Like, for example, when I drive my VN 5 litre, that 5-speed, you know, it's not really quick or anything, but you have to be in the mood to want to drive it, because it just takes a lot out of you. You got to concentrate on the gears, and driving a manual with a big dirty clutch, and it's loud, and I mean, this thing is loud, but it's not as in your face as the VN is, you know. It's just, yeah, it sounds great, this thing. I absolutely love it. If this was my car, I have, as I've mentioned earlier, I have loaned this from RCS, Remy's Chop Shop, a shop in Geelong. And if this was my car, I'd probably try and track down a standard radio, and I would probably put some different wheels on it, but it's not my car, so that won't be happening. And that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know, because that's different people's tastes, and that's totally fine. I would definitely keep the exhaust. One thing that's a bugger is the cruise control doesn't work. I don't know why that's happened. It is a factory 5 litre, this car, so not exactly sure, but I don't know, when you drive something like this, you know, I don't feel like racing between the lights or doing a 0 to 100 time. Like, it's just not appropriate. It's not what this car is about. And although every now and then when it drops down a gear, you just get reminded of that unreal sound. I don't know, it's a very, very likable car, and I really do enjoy driving this thing. I think what I'll try and do soon is find a spot where I can pull over, and I'll show you the outside of it while we've still got some light, because it's about... Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Find somewhere where I can pull over, show you what the outside looks like, and we'll go from there. But yeah, really, really, really like this thing, really of the era. Actually, before I switch it off, before I started doing these videos and driving a lot of Statesmans, I would never have thought that I would have owned one. It's nothing against Statesmans, but I'm much more of an SS guy. I probably can probably put up with a bit of a rougher ride and, you know, that kind of stuff. I like the look of the SS's and the performance, and I know I just like the SS's, but it's actually opened my eyes quite a bit driving these, because well, I've never done it before, and yeah, I probably didn't realise how nice and comfy and relaxing they are to drive. Alright, I've just found a place to pull over, and just a little detail, I love these metal chrome handles, and as you can see, all of the interior is like this, extremely clean, extremely good condition. But as you can see, it looks fantastic, this thing, and it is absolutely on its nuts. It is very, very low. It is very clean. It is very tasteful. Look, there are one or two little marks around the car, but overall it is really, really nice car. Nice dark tint and excellent height, and of course it sounds absolutely fantastic. I love the rear of it as well. Nice exhaust tips. Just a really, really cool car, and it's got all of its chrome. It's all in good nick, you know, all of the rubbers. And actually, when I posted videos about this, one of the most common things people ask is, does it have the chrome around the windscreen? Yes, it does, as you can see there. Just a really, really, really cool car. Just an era that is completely gone. Actually, you know what I've never looked at is the boot. Let's try have a look at that. So this is the VS. Oh, all right. I didn't expect that. Of course, the boot is all subwoofers. Well, not really a fair comparison, but that's okay. And the only other thing that will be of interest is the bonnet. Now this is, of course, the bit that everybody wants. The old Holden 5 litre. Now, as you can see, it has the correct engine covers, not backwards. It's got ABS, nice big fat sub wiring, but yeah, very nice K&N sticker. But yeah, really cool car, this thing. Absolutely love it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing this for pretty much every car that comes on the channel, as well as an overview. I hope that you enjoy this sort of more rare, very minimal editing sort of approach. If you guys have any questions or any ideas, please comment them below. If this is your kind of thing, if these are your kind of cars as much as I love them, please follow along and subscribe. With all of these videos, I have very little talking points. I always talk straight off the top of my head, as I do with all of my TikToks, as with pretty much everything. I mean, I have some bullet point ideas, but I sort of make it up as I go along. And hopefully you enjoy it as much as me. So thank you for watching.